Lately, I've been seeing tons of chatter about this Premiere Pro plugin called Autopod, the one that promises to automatically build multicam sequences for your podcasts. I decided to test it the way I test all new tools, by throwing in some real footage from a past project to see the actual time savings. I dug up an episode I did with my buddy Stefan, which involved the usual chaos: 3 cameras, 2 microphones, and separate clean audio tracks. First up, I launched Autopod's multi-camera editor panel, and it immediately detected the audio tracks for me and my guest. It was pretty handy that it could auto-label the tracks, distinguishing between my audio, Stefan's, and the master feed. The plugin then asked me to map which video angles corresponded to which speaker before I hit the Create button. Right away, it gave me the classic heads-up that trips everyone up. All video tracks must start right on frame 0. That's actually a great time saver because it forces you to align your starting points before the heavy lifting begins. After nudging everything to the start, lining up the timelines, and trying again, Autopod started its encoding and analysis process. I watched as it stitched together camera choices in real time, and honestly, it was executing cuts faster than I could on my best day. Having edited over 100 podcasts, I know how long it takes to manually pick angles, so seeing a pass this fast felt like a mini mind blow. When it finished, I scrubbed through and saw a lot of really good choices, cutting to the speaker or the reaction moment perfectly. However, it wasn't totally perfect. Sometimes a reaction would get cut off a few frames early, or the timing might favor one speaker slightly too much. Still, turning an hour and a half of raw footage into an edited multicam timeline in just minutes is the kind of speed up that truly changes your workflow. Next, I tried the frequency options on a different episode. A 3-way conversation shot on 4 different cameras. It's neat that the tool asks you to specify master shots versus speaker cover, which helps when your setups aren't perfectly symmetrical. I cranked the multi-shot frequency way up just to stress test the system and see what would happen. Predictably, it got a little aggressive with the cuts, leading to too many rapid flips between cameras during longer takes. But the enable-disable mode is clever because instead of hard cutting, it sometimes just disables certain angles in a range for easy cleanup later. That's the trade-off with these automation tools. They handle the heavy lifting, but you still need an editor's eye for the final polish. For example, if someone is scrolling their phone, the auto editor might keep that shot, and I'd manually unenable that region for a better take. So yes, Autopod speeds things up immensely, but it absolutely does not remove the final responsibility from the editor, which is expected. Then I poked at the jump cut editor, which is designed simply to remove silences and tighten up those monologues. I ran one of my solo episodes through it, and it sliced up the quiet bits super fast, though the first run clipped a word I wanted to keep due to the threshold. It's an easy fix. You just tweak the decibel cutoff and rerun the process for a solid, editable first pass. The social clip creator was the last tool, where you tell it which aspect ratios you want, like 9:16 for vertical videos. It auto-reframes everything and even lets you offset an end card, which is super practical if you live inside Premiere. So the verdict on Autopod: if you edit in Premiere and need multicam automation, it's powerful, and the multicam editor felt like the star of the show. The jump cut and social tools are helpful, but they definitely benefit from some manual oversight to get them perfect. The main downsides are that it's locked into Premiere. You must align tracks perfectly, and it's another subscription to manage. Also, when it comes to picking the most viral 30-second highlight, it's not always optimized for virality because it focuses on camera cuts. This is where I bring Vizard into the conversation as a great companion or alternative, depending on your main goal. Vizard is made specifically to turn long videos into bite-sized, post-ready clips fast, approaching the problem from a different angle. Instead of automating multicam cuts, Vizard's strengths are auto-editing viral clips, auto-scheduling posts, and a content calendar. Vizard analyzes the session and surfaces moments most likely to perform, high-energy reactions or punchlines, and spits out ready-to-post clips. Compared to Autopod, Vizard is more aggressive about finding those highlights that will crush it on platforms like TikTok or Reels. Autopod is amazing at nailing camera choices, but Vizard is better at surfacing the clip that will actually get the attention. The auto-schedule feature actually changes how often your content goes out by queuing and publishing clips on your behalf. This saves the manual uploading grind and keeps your channels consistent, which is huge for algorithmic platforms. Finally, the Vizard content calendar acts as a single hub where you can tweak, reschedule, or swap clips between platforms. Vizard centralizes the entire repurposing pipeline, letting you spend less time in NLEs and more time on creative decisions. The philosophy difference is clear. Autopod integrates into Premiere to accelerate editing there. Vizard abstracts the pipeline entirely. Realistically, these tools can be complementary, depending on what your primary bottleneck is right now. Use Autopod when you need a precise multicam sequence to finish a long-form edit faster, which is great for editors who love tweaking in Premiere. Use Vizard when your main goal is to crank out dozens of social-ready clips and automate the entire posting process. For many creators, the fastest path to growth is using them together. Autopod for the clean master, and Vizard for scheduling the short moments. Bottom line, these tools are transforming post-production by removing the tedious busy work that used to eat up entire afternoons. They don't replace your creative taste, but they certainly eliminate the repetitive, low-value tasks that slow you down. If you're a long-form creator, you should absolutely give both of these powerful options a serious try. I'll drop links in the description for both a trial of Autopod and a Vizard signup, so test them on the same episode. Let me know which one speeds up your unique workflow more and what your favorite new process looks like. Until next time, I'm Javier Mercedes, and I truly hope you're out there making things and living a life of abundance. Peace